How are we
If
being
we go back
brainwashed?
into ancient history and follow the march of world history from even prior to the Sumerians, but especially from Samaria, then Egypt and Phoenicia and all of the ancient cultures coming down to our modern day, there has never existed one culture on the earth that did not recognize the gods, and the gods who were behind the kings, and the great gods who were behind all things. Not one culture has ever existed that did not recognize that there were higher forces at work on the earth. There is no doubt in my mind that our government is also very keenly aware of the existence of higher intelligences, and I recall, as I have brought out in your program before, that my mother's uncle worked at the Vatican Secretary of State's office in the and in that capacity, he was privy to many things going on in the world of intrigue and international politics. And the things he used to talk about when I was a child about the occult or hidden wisdom behind the world scene, and the hidden implications of the symbols and emblems and the religious philosophies, and how all these things are all enmeshed in politics. And there, even within the Christian and Jewish religion, there is much proof in the Bible of the existence of angels or spirit creatures who are influencing man's destiny. So I have no problem with believing that there is some sort of a extraterrestrial, if you will, intelligence, because just even the knowledge that the ancient Sumerians, for instance, and the Egyptians had about our universe, about the whole concept of the precession of the equinox, how the sun moves backwards in the signs, and the different astrological symbols and the astrological terms, and there's just too much occult or hidden knowledge that was known by the ancients that could not have been just intuitive. It had to have been from someone out there who brought the knowledge to us. And there's a lot of very good scholarship that's proving that there has been some sort of a connection between us and other life forms from out there. So I think it can be proven.
Yeah, but how will this, how do you see, in your opinion, and Michael, you can answer that too, in your opinion, how do you see this kind of getting intertwined with the New World Government? I mean,
first of all, I want to echo something that Jordan has said, because I realized I started a thought that I didn't complete a minute ago, and that was that when we use the term UFO, it's as if we're talking about our cars. If some beings from another planet came here and went back home and said, boy, they got great cars. And they said, well, that's nice. How about the people? No, 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 the cars, they're great, okay? It's like that when we talk about UFOs. We're actually talking about contact with non-human intelligence. It could be gods, it could be angels, it could be aliens, it could be extraterrestrials, it could be interdimensionals. We don't know. What it looks like is we're right at the threshold of realizing that we belong to this wildly diverse population of intelligent inhabitants of this, maybe right here, of this planet even, things that live here, that have lived here longer than we have even, okay? Now, how does it fit in? It's problematic. If you look at the spread of opinion about the New World Order, there's, you could say, the politically correct view held by people like, say, Henry Kissinger on the one hand, and then there's all of the shades of radical view that kind of spread out from there, that get more and more conspiratorial, and a lot of it gets very, very religious, very tied, for example, to apocalyptic Christianity and so forth. Now, I have decided that I can only speak to the range of opinion and cannot say, right there, that part, that's the right part right there. I can't do that. And I don't think it's fair to do that, because we have a great many different people helping us paint a very complex picture here. But generally, we're faced with a number of different problems. Problem number one, are we actually in control of this planet or not? All right? And I believe that as far as we, practically speaking, here on Earth, the people of this planet, that may turn out to be the fundamental challenging issue of our time. Are we actually in charge of this planet or not? Or are we someone else's science experiment?